Alright, good morning traders. As you can see, this thing did not hold that trend line, but I could have avoided this loss if I would have let this candle close. This trade should have been avoided and not traded, but that is alright. I'm going to make that back. So let's see what we going on. Daniel B, are you crying because I'm not streaming when you want me to? Is that what what your problem is right now? He doesn't stream when I want him to. I got cupcakes and pancakes to eat while I watch him and troll him. I got my trolling to be on schedule and he ruined it. Meh. Anyways, let's find a trade and kill it today. I'm going to make that loss back. I'm fired up and ready to go. We just got to find something that's not going straight down at the moment. What the hell is going on in the market right now? SPY's dropping like I thought. I said that in the watch list. The SPY, it did drop at market open, tried to rebound, but going straight down right at the moment. And that's what I expected. We're getting a big double. We got a big double top here on the QQQ where it tried to break there, and now selling off down to the 50-day. Actually cracking the 50-day. We may see it down to the 100-day there. And then the SPY, kind of the same thing, is kind of double top. The SPY's still trying to hold the 9 EMA, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold that. We have a decent trend line forming here on IFBD. And it's got a lot of resistance ahead of it, though. I don't like all that resistance. Let's see. Everything that is sold off can go off of my watch list because I do not want to touch anything that is going down right now. OCGN did get a little bounce. I figured it would get some type of little recovery. This dirty stock. It's dirty little stock there. So basically we got MITO, possibly OCGN, and IFBD at the moment. I'm missing anything. LEDS, that's getting some type of move. LEX. Successful results from a study. Not a lot of volume on this, but super low float. And I'll have to wait and see on that. Let's see here. What else do we got? Alright. IFBD really falling off on volume there. It's still holding the trend line, but very light volume at the moment. You trying to create crypto for the first time? Well, I tell you what, Elvis, come join me on the other channel tonight, and we will do some crypto trading over there. I mean, you go ahead and do your crypto trading now if you want to. I'm not saying don't do what you want to do. I'm just saying I'm ready to start the live stream crypto trading on the crypto channel, so we'll start that probably tonight. But right now, we just got to kind of wait things out. This was a nice U-shaped break on LEDS right there, but at the current moment, kind of consolidating. May curl over and pull back. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I've been bullish on silver and crypto. Ignore Daniel B. He doesn't understand the world. He thinks it's always going to be stocks and nothing else. But I've been day trading crypto in my free time. The other day, I walked outside, bought into, forgot what it was, and then walked back inside and locked in $80 within that quick. And I was like, yeah, crypto trading that's where it's at. But I'll never stop trading my stocks. I love my stocks. It's just an ugly, choppy market so far this year. I mean, we had one month that was kind of hot, and then the rest of this market's been so choppy. Crypto market's moving pretty fluid right now, and you're seeing multiple altcoins break out hard. Uh, I mean, it is what it is. You're forming a pool operation. I don't like all these indicators above this, but this could rip. It's a pretty low float. LEDS is consolidating, making a flag pattern here. $8 is going to be pretty tough to break. If it can break $8, though, it could get going. There's no news, though. Okay, that triangle looks like that's going to crack down, so nothing there. MITO coming back up again. I like MITO. It's above all indicators, and the yearly high is 258, so it's not that far from that area. I kind of like to see it get rejected here because I really don't want to buy it at resistance. I'd much rather buy it in a little bit of a dip, but may start building a position here. I'll grab 10 shares here for now at 230. See if it starts to pull back down. If it doesn't, I may have to average up if it starts pushing up towards this top. I kind of want to see it get rejected here and come back down to like 219. And then I would load up on it. So I grabbed another 10 there because it's starting to push up. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to drop a little bit. Yeah, come on back down, bad boy. You just take a rough loss, Orlando. There we go. There's that 215. Damn. Come back down here. Oh, so I got 30. That's what I was looking for it to do. I wanted to come back down at 215. Now let's see if that can hold. We want that to hold. Because if it's going to break out, it doesn't need to come back down to $2. It just needs to hold support in a new area, this little 215-ish area, right across here. If it can hold this support, I'm a little bit off there on that line. Let's see, where's 215 at? Yeah, so basically right there. That needs to hold. And we are getting buyers at 215, so that is a good sign there. It's something in the settings. You literally got shot? Like you actually got shot by a gun? And you're trading right now? Hope you're okay. That sounds pretty sketchy. But right here, just show orders. That shows your orders, I think. I think that's what I put on to do it. Let's see, make sure. Maybe that's not it. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. You'd rather bleed out. Texting very well for somebody who got shot. So I'm gonna grab another 10 here. Why does it not let me? Does it not let me buy? Don't. If you're no, I should have funds. I don't know what's going on. I can try again there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I had to refund my account a little bit because it was getting a little bit low because of all these damn losses. So I just put the money in there. It should be fine. And we're looking pretty decent here, holding up this 215 support. Yeah, this is a NASDAQ stock. It's not like an OTC stock or anything. I don't know why they wouldn't clear this. Maybe it's under $3. Maybe that's why. I think there's like a $3 rule thing. But when you put money, you can't. Until the money settles, you can't put anything till. On a stock that's under $3. This 225 area needs to break real soon. There's a lot of selling going on there, and that needs to break. That needs to start acting as new support, not resistance. We keep testing it, but we gotta break that soon. That cannot keep holding up. Hey man, at least you're still profitable on your account. You'll have some setbacks if you trade more disciplined than I do, then you'll definitely have less setbacks and have more wins. I mean, you guys, my my hot shot trading sometimes gets me in trouble. Like on that stock this morning, I literally, if I had waited 30 seconds, that candle would have dropped like that, and I would have not have touched it. So it was just bad discipline. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Breaking over at 225 finally. Needs to start holding 225. Yeah, there we go. We got bid stacking at 225. Well, I mean, I probably will, but I'm all right for now. We'll keep an eye on some NYSE stocks. I think it's just the $3 thing because I've seen that message on another app say that. Now we do need to see this get back over. So we got this little bit of a downtrend. We need to see this get back over. Actually, we have a little triangle, but it needs to break over 235. If this thing can break over 235, I think we'll see it push for that pre-market high. But if it doesn't here in the next 5 to 10 minutes, then it's going to turn back around. That is not. No, I did not do the right thing. I'm gonna stop. If I have to connect myself to an electric prod to prod myself from trading in the first 30 minutes of the market, then I'm going to, because I like more times than not I lose when I do that because it's so sketchy during that time. If you're not precise with your timing and stuff, it just. So that 225 is trying to hold up. That does need to hold right here. It's trying. Sellers are testing it, but we do have buyers who are still stacking the bid. So you need 100K, don't we all? It looks like we're going to come up and test that 235 maybe. Just trying to push up there. Let me just. 43% interest. Good God. That's rough. That's not that's like loan shark terms. 43%. God. My live stream's like Groundhog Day movie. That is harsh. It is very harsh. It's a comedy. That's a comedy movie, and a comedy movie that repeats itself over again until it's not really funny. So, I I got the deepness of that insult. So we got to break over this little triangle right here. I've been in this trade, Daniel B. I don't know what you're talking about. God, look at the buyer sitting at 230. You got a fifth. What is that? There's a huge buyer. There's a 50. There's a 500,000 share buyer at 230. Ross Cameron must be trying to get in this. Someone spark a debate. If anything, seeing me lose the last couple of weeks, day after day, the Groundhog Day effect, it should drill into your guys' heads, especially you new traders, of what not to do. I don't even know what you're talking about, Daniel B. I have no idea what you are saying to me right now. Yesterday you were complaining. It wasn't 3 years ago one life. That was 2 years ago when I started this channel. We are getting a nice move up here so far, though. Looks like we're going to try to get this pre-market test, breaking up out of this triangle here. Let's see, where's that top of that body? Yeah, we broke over that body. So we got to test 250, and if it can break 250, got the high at 258. And if it can break that area, it could run up to 3. There's not, after 258, there's not any resistance. Let me look on the max chart and make sure. Yeah, after 258, we don't have any resistance all the... yeah, if this thing can really get going, if it can break at 258, it's got a lot of room to run. Even on the weekly chart. Well, that 230 guy just got taken out, so we are having a bit of a pullback here. Let me see here. Did we knock... we didn't break above that previous high. At 245. So we're still in this little triangle of consolidation. We need that to... It's got to break here soon. Well, LADS did break up out of that triangle. A little sneaky break. Looked like it was going to fail, and I stopped paying attention to it. And then that's what I'm talking about with this sketchy market. IFBD back down to the trend line there. My swing trade is still holding around that $2 mark, so I'm still holding it as of now. As long as Ethereum keeps running, I'll probably keep holding APLD because and altcoins, because they are mining altcoins as well. Ethereum and altcoins. It's not gonna make a high a day one line. You don't know what Orlando's been through. Just because he's young doesn't mean that he hasn't been through anything. You can't sit here and say stuff like that. That's just ignorant, Daniel B. You don't know what he's been through. He could in 5 years he could have been through more than you've ever been in your entire life. Just because he's younger than you doesn't mean that he hasn't had his punches and stuff already. Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. I would never tell somebody that they're too young for anything or anything like that. That's like, even if Daniel B is right, it's still not like that's not something to say to somebody to try to give them positive reinforcement. Like, you're too young. You've grew your account. You should get knocked down and lose money some so you're smarter. No, don't lose money. If you're doing good trading, then don't you don't need to get knocked down unless something happens. But like that's just my phone is not ringing. What is wrong with y'all today? Y'all are trolling me hard today. What's going on? Lando's talking about he got shot. Daniel B's talking his normal crazy nonsense. The master, the master wizard trader. And now, One Life, you're saying my phone is ringing. My phone is not ringing. I don't know what's going on. You guys are crazy today. You guys are all crazy today. I come in here. Come in here all happy today, in a good mood. And you guys just come in just automatic. Before I could even get on the stream, Daniel B was dissing me, talking about YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. He streams late. Meh. If I'm not going to be trading until after 9 my time, then why the hell would I sit here for an hour doing nothing? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, this cracked, so this may be about done. It is having some issues. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot as long as it don't drop down below this 215 area. I'm still gonna hold it for now. That 215 was pretty strong, and if 225 continues to hold up like it is, then that's strong too. So we'll be good there. Let's see where we go. Ducks and cows now. Sure. Oh. Ha. Funny. Good one, Nick. Or Luke, whatever your name is. Nice troll. Nice troll. Try that again, Luke, and One Life's going to get the banhammer because we're not going to have none of that nonsense. One Life, get ready to turn to Thor. Sorry guys, right at the moment I'm doing something. I gotta send a bank statement to my loan people. We're still moving in this upward movement. I don't, unless it turns here. I do kind of have. Looking like it may be done. Needs to hold above this 213 area, because if it drops below that, that'll be a new low. So we absolutely need it to hold above that. We need to get it back above 220. There it goes. I'm just going to move the uptrend for the regular uptrend for now and keep this on a, because we are in this like wedge triangle unless it cracks here. Really testing that bottom. As long as we hold up here, we should be good for another push back up to that resistance area. No, I'm about to get stopped out. Oh, I thought I put a stop loss in. I guess I didn't. great. Oh, God. This is such a headache buying a house. Did crack below that trend line, but it could pull back up real quick. That 215 area does still have a lot of support. But I am going to put a stop loss right there at 212 where I was talking about. Because if it cracks below that, it's definitely done. And 215 is starting to crack. So yeah, it's about to crack right here. Oh, that's going to be a little loss. Let's see if we can find another possible play. LEDS still running. IFVV still on this trend line as well. That's not doing anything. Oh, I still haven't got stopped out on MITO yet. I think I'm going to, but let me take a shot. I'm gonna hop in. Damn it, I can't buy anything. What the mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got stopped out on MITO. Nothing has let me do anything. There's nothing I really want to trade on the NYSC right now. So I guess I'm just out of funds till tomorrow. Big rip on LEDS. That's where all the attention is. It's halted again. Yeah, don't go read Tulip Mania and compare it to cryptos. Go read Tulip Mania and understand the importance of it, but it is not even close to what cryptocurrencies are. Don't let Daniel B put that in your head. Yeah, there's hype and craze in the crypto markets, but there's hype and craze on LEDS right now. LEDS is running from $5 to 11.48. That's a 650 run. There's Tulip Mania effect on this stock currently. Like Tulip Mania, like what I hear from Daniel B every time he says Tulip Mania is the same thing I hear from all the people all the time saying, "Oh no, this is not going to be around for long." Tulip Mania, Tulip Mania. If you say Tulip Mania enough times, eventually you'll probably be right. But just because you say it 1,000 times doesn't mean that you're right. But that's what it sounds like. It's like you're constantly saying it. Like, okay, it's fine, but eventually, sure, you're gonna be right. But out of saying it for 2 years straight, I mean, that doesn't really make you a specialty guru or anything or any. It's just like I've been saying for 3 or 4 months that the stock market's gonna drop. Like eventually, I'm gonna be right. But I actually truly have done technical chart analysis and research on why I think the market's going to drop. Daniel B has done zero research on cryptos, so don't let him put comparing flowers in your head to cryptos or people being crazy over cryptos. Like obviously it's overhyped. Anybody with a half a brain who's been in the investing markets know that cryptos are overhyped. But is it tulip mania? Is it going to go away? No, it's never going to go away. Cryptos are not going anywhere. If you think that, you have lost your mind. There's Bitcoin ATMs at every store just about around me now. Cryptos are not going anywhere. Either get on board or get left behind. It's not tulip mania. It's not it's not a couple year thing. I mean, Bitcoin's been around for 15 years now and is up to 60 something $1,000. Like, you gotta be crazy. You think tulip mania has happened for 15 years? Like, come on. Talking crazy, Daniel B. I can't get into anything. Nothing to let me get into anything. There's literally waiting list right now on a lot of the apps because that's how many people. This is also a global thing too. Daniel B fails to realize that this is not a one country thing. Every single country in the world is trading cryptos right now. Every single one. All right, even the ones that have banned it, the people are still trading them. The technology behind these cryptos is technology that is going to disrupt and already disrupting a lot of sectors. It's not like it's just not. The tulip mania thing is just crazy. It's just crazy talk. But there's always going to be a tulip mania hype effect on anything. Like I just said, LSD has a tulip mania effect hype right now. It's not anything special because it's a story about tulip mania. It's just psychology. Go, like I said yesterday, go read a psychology book and then you'll learn exactly what they were talking about in tulip mania. I'll save you the time of tulip mania and actually go read a real psychology book, not a psychology book wrote by some trader, but from somebody who actually specialized in psychology, because that's all it is. It's just, where is the crowd being crazy? Are they overexcited? Is it overhyped? What is the crowd going to do? When are they going to sell? Yeah, 100 years ago, Coca-Cola was selling medicine as cocaine. And guess what? They took it out and people are still buying cocaine to this day. So what's your point? You're not making any sense right now, Daniel B. None whatsoever. like, like, I mean, just because they took it out of the Coke doesn't mean that the Coke still wasn't around. I don't know where you were at in the 80s, but the U.S. in the 80s was nobody cared about the Coke not being in the Coke cans. They were smoking the Coke and the crack on the Coke cans. So, and they still do to this day. You know how many dope dealers got rich over this past year because of all the stimulus checks that the dope heads and stuff got? You think they stopped buying crack in 1920 when they or stopped buying Coke in 1950 or 40 whenever they took Coke out of Coca-Cola? No. It's crazy talk. Instagram is the new plug. It's like the same thing with weed. Weed was legal 100 years ago. and then they made it illegal. Did that stop weed or do anything to weed? No. Now weed is becoming legal federally. So your points to history that you point at, Daniel B, are not very good. Especially when I can pick them apart in 5 seconds, and I have no retort except to get mad and cuss me out and then leave the stream. That's what happens every time that I pick apart one of your little half-ass thought out theories that you come up with. Yeah, I don't know about Fireball. I'm not a big drinker anymore. I've had Fireball, but I don't like the fireballs of it. You can sell directly from your wallet. You don't have to. Like my Ledger has an app. I have an app on my phone for my cold storage Ledger, and I can trade and buy and sell straight from my Ledger. But I don't really need to do that. The reason I have the Ledger, a cold storage Ledger, is because nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch that money anywhere. They would have to have my key. They'd have to have my seed phrase. They would have to have the Ledger, and that's the only way that they could break into it. So if the government tries to come after cryptos or anything like that, and you got it in a cold storage wallet, you go bury it in the yard, well, they're not going to be able to get that crypto from you. So yeah, but that's what I was saying. I'm not day trading off of my cold storage wallet. My cold storage wallet is to keep money in for a rainy day. But I don't know exactly what my Ledger fee. I've never even tried to trade on the Ledger app just because. I'm a naive mass propaganda media sheep. Listen to you. Let's see. Yeah, you can buy and sell. Yeah. So their partner is Coinify. Let me see what the fees are. Let's go with, click on Doge and see. Oh, I got to add a Dogecoin account. Let's see Bitcoin. Oh, I got to have my device connected and all that to do it, but I don't know what the fees are for the Ledger app. I have Visa and MasterCards in my wallet too. Uh, I don't keep. Daniel B, you have no idea what I'm doing, sir. You think you know what I'm doing, but you have no idea. You call me a sheep all you want, buddy. I'll buy my way all the way to the bank, buddy. How about that? As far as percentage of cryptos, I don't keep a ton, and right now I just liquidated a decent amount, probably about half my crypto holdings, for the down payment on this house that I'm in the middle of closing on. What are you trading on, Jamie? Like if you're trying to trade with Coinbase, you need to use Coinbase Pro. Coinbase, the regular app, is just a simple buying and selling app. It's not great. You want to use Coinbase Pro. Yeah, Coinbase Pro that's cheap. That's cheap fees. $5 a trade or $10 a trade at most. If you're, I mean, depending on how much you're spending, but that's what it's been costing me for $1,000 worth of whatever crypto. It's cost me like $6 to $10 depending on how I do the orders. Actually, I need to print these off. Let's see. Like it used to cost $5 a buy or a sell for stocks. With the whole entire stock market, there wasn't any free commissions on stocks until Robinhood came around, and then everybody started switching to free commissions. But no, I don't keep a ton I don't keep a ton in my ledger. Yeah, Coinbase Pro is not great as far as the charting or anything that. I just use Coinbase Pro, but I use TradingView for my charting when I'm trading on there. Um, Voyager though is free commissions. It's just a phone app though, so you can only trade on the phone app. But yeah, everybody who's yeah, it's the Springer Wall Street edition. Nice. But yeah, everybody who's new to the markets, it used to cost to trade stocks. It was a lot rougher back then than it is now. Is you cannot trade with $50 and try to make any money because the fees would eat you alive. It didn't matter with Thinkorswim and all the other platforms. It was like $5 to buy, $5 to sell, and it didn't matter what the quantity was. So I mean, if you're just trying to make small little gains with a small account, you just get destroyed by fees. You don't say. Voyager's good. I like Voyager, but everybody I've been referring to Voyager keeps telling me they're on this waiting list, and I don't know when they're going to get that fixed. The app is pretty good. It's free commissions. The charting is not great. So I like again, once again, I just use TradingView for my charting for cryptos, and uh, that's pretty much it. I wish I was paying you. Then I could write it off on taxes. I could at least get some benefits out of hearing you every day talk crazy on the stream. Nice point out there that I should have bought LEDS. I'm aware. I was watching the LEDS right here in this triangle, but then it dipped. That dip right there, I thought it was going to crack. I should have just if I watched it for just a little bit longer, I'd have saw it come back up. But I turned away from it because it looked like it was going to crack. IFDB did break out of that triangle. Nice move up to 520. Still holding that trend line. MIT, look at that. It's cracked hard. Just a hard crack from there on MITO. Consistency is astounding. Over a month so far waiting. Shoo. Yeah, that's a little rough. Hold on a second. I'll be right back, guys. I got to put some paper in my printer. Oops. All right. Yeah, one live's talking crazy. No, I'm not in that trade. I got stopped out. I took a small loss on this trade, but right there's where I got stopped out. This little red thing there. This red sell order there. I got stopped out as soon as this cracked. I put that stop loss order in right below the uptrend, and as soon as that trend cracked, it stopped me out. Now, yeah, IFBD is cracking too now. LEDS just keeps running. Another U-shaped break right there. There's a U-shape there. You got a triangle here, U-shape here. Like so many different patterns on this stock. Healthy movement. That is the stock of the day for sure. I mean, look at this massive rip. Well, here's the good thing. Here's the good thing about seeing this. We've not seen any massive rippers in the mornings the last couple of weeks. If we have, it's been very few and far between. So if we start seeing 100% gainers like this every day, then we could start seeing some hot volume back into the small cap market. No, you can trade. First off, don't use Robinhood. Do not use Robinhood. Robinhood is horrendous. And no, there's no day trading rules on crypto. You can literally trade cryptos as much as you want. So I'll pull up my Coinbase Pro account real quick here, and I'll just show you how easy it is. Now, if you look at the decentralized exchanges and stuff, you might be able to find one that is worth it. But I don't know. Like Uniswap is expensive as hell because the commission fees are in Ethereum. So, let's see what we got moving today. How's Litecoin doing? Litecoin's about to break 350. Tried to break 350 last night. Actually, that was this morning. So Litecoin's probably going to break 350 at some point today. So real quick, I'll show you. So there, I just bought $10 worth of basic attention token. The fee was 3 cents. So these fees aren't that high. I mean, even on 10 cents or whatever. And then the sell it cost me 3 cents. I mean, it's only $10 as you go up in money. Like if you're going to trade $20,000 at once, then of course the fees are going to be really high. But if you're just day trading, like I said, if you use like $1,000, it's only like $10. So what I get filled at 143 too, so we'll come back and take a look at that in a minute. That's Coinbase Pro. Jenny, yeah, the spies and Qs, yeah, they're all kind of wonky. It's a wonky day for sure. I haven't looked at the market watch. Yeah, this is a super mixed market. I mean, this is really mixed. But yeah, this is the Coinbase Pro app. I mean, unless you're going to trade on. I mean, Robinhood's not going to have that big a selection of coins. Webull only has 5 coins. Those are commission free, but Robinhood's garbage. If you get into a trade, a day trade, and their shit goes sideways like it always does when they get too much volume, then you could get caught with your pants down, and you don't want that to happen. So I definitely do not recommend Robinhood for anything. I am 100% anti Robinhood. Like I said, you could use Voyager. Voyager is one of the free ones, but you don't have a desktop platform. You just have the app, so you'll be trading on your phone if you're using Voyager. Coinbase Pro is the cheapest I've found as far as fees so far for actively trading. LEDS halted again. What did you say, Daniel M? Binance is only $1. Yeah, but you can't. There's a couple problems with Binance. One, you can only use Binance.us if you're in the US. You can't use the full Binance app unless you use a VPN, which is illegal because you're only supposed to be using the Binance.us, and from my understanding, it's not that great. The reviews on the Binance.us app was horrible. The LEDS got halted on the way down. So, I mean, if you continue to have good luck with Binance, if you're using it, let me know, because I was too scared to mess with it because of all the bad reviews that it's got. Like, the reviews are horrible. Yeah, Coinbase Pro it's a phone app and desktop. You can use it on your phone or the desktop. Yeah, but I mean, that's not, you didn't make 8K because of Binance though. You made 8K because you made a good trade. You could have made that same trade on any platform. But I will check in again. I will check into Binance.us again and look at it. Oh, well, there's not any crypto platforms yet that are as advanced as Thinkorswim. I mean, there's very few stock platforms that are as advanced as Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is one of the most advanced platforms there is for any type of trading. So there's 2 places I get my silver from. One is AppMex. So AppMex.com is one of them. They do have some sketchy reviews, but I've not had any Ooh, look at there, some Spanish Empire silver. Do not buy these certificates. These certificates are a hoodoo. They'll try to sell you on these certificates and gold certificates and all of that. There's like an Oklahoma gold certificate. Hey, look, there's a Godzilla silver dollar thing, 1 ounce Godzilla and the King Kong. But this is one. This is one of them, and then the other one, which I think is a little cheaper, is Money Metals Exchange. This one, ooh, look at that. Silver up to 27.43. Very nice. And gold up back over 1800. Palladium's down a bit. Look at that. Rhodium, $28,000. Insane. But yeah, I've had no problems with APMEX or Money Metals Exchange. I've not had any problems with either one. What do I think about One Gold? I keep hearing about One Gold, but I'm not sure what One Gold is. Is that the gold-backed crypto, or? I know there's Bitcoin Gold. Or is this what you're talking about here? This is actually powered by APMEX. I mean, you could use this. You're going to get your gold and silver cheaper, but you're not going to get the gold and silver physically. You're just going to have an account, just like a stock or something. Personally, me, I like to have the physical on me. Or not directly on me, but I like to have the physical in my possession. But you could do this. It doesn't look too bad. I'd look into it more, but I mean, gold at 0.8% over spot price, that's cheap. 2% for silver, that's probably cheaper than buying it physical, but it's like everything's starting to dump here, except for my swing trade. Yeah, SPY's. Yeah, we got a nasty downtrend. All this is selling on the SPY the last couple of days. There's a lot of money coming out of the SPY at these tops. Like, we may be heading for that drop soon. We may have another drop like this one down to the 400 area. But as long as the SPY is on this downtrend, it'll continue down. And I'm not seeing anything else right now to trade stock-wise at the moment. I bet the market's turning redder. Yep, market's turning redder by the second. Is what you use to buy silver. But you don't get it physically, right? They store it for you. Yeah, everything looking pretty rough. Even LEDS, it's trying to hold this support right here, but I mean, it's been a massive run so far, so it's probably getting pretty done. I'd say buyers are about done with it for now, for a little while. Yeah, I mean, if you like to use, if you're fine with not having the physical silver or gold on you, and you want to do it that way, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, if something apocalyptic happens, though, I like to have some on me, but you definitely can use that. No, it's not a silver. It's not like a timeshare. When you buy the silver on any of the online platforms like that, the apps like One Gold, you're buying an actual amount of silver, and then they store it for you. So you do have storage fees and stuff. Uh, and I think with one gold you can request to get the physical sent to you if you want. I'm pretty sure, because I remember looking at one gold when AppMex first started talking about they were going to release that. Um, but that's why it's cheaper, because they basically don't have to do anything other than put your silver or gold in the vault. And it's probably already in the vault. They probably have unassigned kilos, and they just assign people who are buying numbers to the kilo of silver or the ounces of silver, whatever they're holding. But here's the thing too. Once again, you're going to run into the spot price. Even though that's closer to spot price, you're not going to have the actual physical silver on you. And if silver physically keeps skyrocketing and the spot price keeps getting held down by futures, well, then you're not going to get any value of that silver that they're storing for you, because they're going to value that silver at spot price. And if spot price is manipulated, then that's what you're going to get. You're going to get manipulated prices, where if you have the physical, you have your own physical silver and gold in storage, and spot price continues to go down, but physical silver, like right now, I can go sell my silver for over spot price to any of the coin stores around here. They're paying over spot price for silver, and then selling it for, like I said the other day, $35-$50. Now that silver's went up to 27, I would say it's probably went up. I'll go venture out sometime this weekend and check the coin stores again and see what they got and see what they're charging. But yeah. See, that's the other thing. One Life could be right. They may not have that physical silver, because that is powered by AppMex. So you're getting your silver from AppMex, and last couple of times I've checked AppMex, they've been pretty short on silver supply. Let's see, silver available products. So they got some pre-sales. They've got some Eagles. The Eagles, though, are always more expensive, so you pay a little bit more because they are an Eagle. You don't got a lot available here. Let's just go to 1 ounces, because 1 ounce is the easiest to. Oops, I just took 1 ounce off. Damn, I'm going to have to redo that. I messed it up. Let's try this again. 1 ounce. Take off, take off, take off. I think like 1 ounce is like the most popular way to buy silver. But yeah, you got some pre-sales. You got the Eagles that are a little bit higher. You got a South African Krugerrand, which is $7 to $8 over spot price. You got the secondary market, which is about $6 over spot price. It's going to be just random coins. A lot of pre-sales. You do have a Canadian Maple Leaf. That's $8 over spot price. That Australian Swan, 42. So that's almost $15 over spot. So One Life could be right. I mean, look at this. There's a lot of pre-sale, and there's a few stuff left in inventory, but it's all a little bit overpriced. You can get an Apex Year of the Ox for 33. So not a whole lot of inventory there. So One Life could be right. They may not actually have the physical silver. Yeah, exactly. The storage fees and stuff you'll pay is expensive too. It, like One Life said, it's something about holding that physical silver or that gold in your hand. It's something about it that just you know that so many people in history have fought and died over this shiny rock. There's so much history with this shiny rock that has been valuable to human beings since the beginning of history and is still valuable to this day. Something about that. Like, if I had $1,000 in cash in my hand, I'd be like, $1,000 worth of paper. I'm going to go throw that in something. You hold $1,000 worth of gold or silver in your hand, of bars or rounds, you just feel like, yes, I have actual real money that has been money forever and will continue to be money forever. But something about it, I don't know. I just love it. Ever since I started buying it physical, I don't know. I'm addicted to it. I'm a silver addict. I will get that silver video out. I should. I'm gonna try to get it out today. I've been trying to get it out for 2 damn weeks, but I've had so much going on and sponsor video that I had to get out, and like all I need to do is just piece the silver video together, and it'll be ready. You carry Louis Vuitton bags like a rapper with 50K in it. If you're carrying cash, if you've got 50K in cash right now, and you're holding the cash, you need to do something with that cash rather than hold it. You need to put it into something. But that's why I was that. See, I understand the skepticalness of cryptocurrencies, and I also understand that every cryptocurrency is not going to make it. But I rode the wave and made enough profit off of the wave for a down payment for a new property that's going to be a rental asset. So while Daniel B has been bitching and crying about cryptos and how bad they are and how they're tulip mania, I made a down payment for a new investment property off of cryptos the last couple of months, and now I'm trading. Now I'm putting that money into a physical asset that is rare and scarce. If you look at the homes available right now, the homes available to the population are the lowest supply of homes that has ever been in history. So I would, that's, physical land and property, real estate has the best tax write-offs, the best loopholes. There is not a asset better than real estate. I don't care what anybody says. Real estate, I mean, people have to live somewhere. People are always going to need a place to live. So there's always going to be value in real estate, whether you're flipping, whether you're renting, whatever you're doing. That too, Jamie, exactly. You got that plastic credit card. If you don't have a lot of discipline, you'll be swiping that thing left and right. But if you sit there and your money is sitting in silver and you're like, damn, I really don't want to sell that new South African Cougaran 1 ounce I got or whatever, you're going to be like, man, because I haven't touched any of my gold or silver. I haven't pulled any money out of it since I've got it. I've not sold one piece. I'm continuing to hold gold and silver. I'll probably hold it for the rest of my life and continue to buy it. Like I said, I'm just addicted to it. But that doesn't mean I go out and buy it when the price is high or anything. I try to get the best deals possible close to spot price. Oh, what about crypto analysis, Elvis? On ETC Classic? Yeah. So, Elvis, I don't know if you've went to the crypto channel yet, but I changed the Framework Fortune Investing Shorts channel into Framework Fortune Crypto Daily. I am doing daily chart analysis on that channel for multiple cryptos, and if you want me to cover one daily, I will add it to the list, and you can get daily chart analysis on those cryptos. So all you got to do is you can go find it in the links or in the here. I'll just go ahead and link it to you in the live stream here, so that way you can go check that out. But I will right now. I'll give you my analysis on ETH Classic. I haven't really looked at it, but I'll give you my analysis on it. Let's see here. I gotta find. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to get you the most recent video. Why is that not? What the hell's going on? I need to fix something. There we go. But I do talk about, on that channel, I do talk about, interesting. Okay, I do talk about the positions that I'm swinging and stuff like that. Like I've been holding Dash for a long time. There you go. So that was yesterday's daily update. Like I've only missed one day so far of these daily crypto updates. And like I said earlier this week, I'm going to start doing those for the stock market as well. Towards the end of the day. Probably not this week, but I'll probably start that next week. Okay, but let me pull up Ethereum real quick and I'll go over that with you. And then I got to get going, guys. I got to get all this paperwork and shit signed. And then I'm going to try to get that. I'm going to work on that silver video and try to get it out for you guys today. I give a lot of little tips and stuff about buying physical silver. And then I actually show quite a bit from my portfolio. Some of the different things that I have and kind of my thoughts on all of it. So it's an interesting video. Oh yeah, Trading View. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. ETC. And we got crack in there. When did you buy it? Well, One Life, I hope you take me up off on my offer, because I've got one guy who's going to be starting on the channel. I got a new personality for you guys who's going to be bringing you some really good content. He's really intelligent, really good with his trading. He's kind of in the OTC world like John is too, though. So both of them together are going to be cornering the OTC market. And then I've got a couple other people. And once I get to 10 personalities for the channels, I'm going to be closing the doors on any offers for a little while. So far, John is the only contracted member of Framework Fortune. The new guy who's going to start probably next week, we're actually going to record an episode of Portfolio Power Up today. I'm going to introduce him to you guys. We're going to pick his brain, see what kind of knowledge he's got. But he's got some very good stuff he's going to bring to the channel. And then there's a few others that will be coming on probably. And then we got all types of big stuff. But what price did you get in, Elvis? Because here's the thing. I'm looking at this on the floor. I mean, this is a huge spike. I don't know where you got in at. But I mean, this is a massive spike today. From, let's see, when did that spike start? It started on the May 1st, and then yesterday it really got going. Did a little triangle right there. And see, this is why I'm liking cryptos a lot right now, because this market is hot. These triangle patterns and stuff, they're holding up pretty good. Like all the patterns, the triangles, U shapes. Oh damn, y'all got me talking and stuff. I didn't forgot that I had that $10 worth of that. Not like it's a big deal, but that $10 worth of that one, that basic attention token that I bought. It's probably dropped on me now. That's the thing. I'm not really going to be doing much OTCs. I still am not a huge fan of OTCs, but I will swing them and like buy certain companies that I like. There is a lot of foreign companies though in the OTC markets, and that's why I'm kind of pushing OTC a little bit more on the channel at the moment, because the foreign markets, if the US market crashes, there's some foreign markets like Japan and Canada and China that stand to grow quite a bit if the US doesn't stay alive for long. But that's the OTC markets have always been frowned upon and got a bad rep, and I definitely get that. I definitely am not a big fan of them. But you know you don't have to watch the OTC content. Like I'm still going to be doing my thing and putting out stock videos and live stream trading the stocks in the morning and all that. Nothing's going to change as far as what I'm putting out. The only thing that's going to, with other personalities that are coming onto the channel, they're going to have their specialties, and that's what they're going to be doing content about. So yeah, at the moment we're going to have a little bit heavier OTC content, as far as not really me. The sponsored videos I can't really help. All the only options they give me to pick from are out of the OTC markets because they're foreign stocks. Like I said, I think every single sponsored video I've done so far with that firm has been a Canadian stock. But don't be scared of the OTCs just because of the past, because I'm telling you, a lot of crypto companies are on the OTC market, like Voyager is on the OTC markets. Planet 13, which is a fantastic dispensary company that I've been bullish on for 2 years. It ran from $1 to $6. I don't know what it's up to recently, but it's an OTC stock. A lot of the junior miners, the mining stocks, they're OTC stocks. So they used to get a bad rap, but nowadays it's easier for new companies to start up in the OTCs than it is to go straight to the NASDAQ or NYSE because of all the regulations. So because we have a lot of this going on, there are some more OTCs are becoming good options compared to some of these other stocks. Like this one this morning I was looking at, RETC, when that popped right there, that little run, that run was a pretty big run for a penny stock. I mean, this stock was a penny, right above a penny, and ran, almost up to 2 pennies. So if you bought $1,000 right here, and then it runs up to almost 2 pennies, well, you damn near almost doubled your money in this one little move. And that's what John preaches and teaches, is that some of these penny stocks, like when you got them so cheap, you can buy more shares, and it doesn't take a lot of movement to make some big money. Now at the same time, you can get destroyed with OTC stocks, but that's the same thing with any market. I mean, I used to be very negative on OTC markets, but my opinion has changed a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to be trading a whole lot of them, but like this APLD swing, this APLD is a OTC stock. I swung this the other day because of this blockchain thing, and it's up to $2. It's probably going to continue to run. I'm up 125 bucks, so There we go. I'm back. Had a phone call. Let's see. I saw right before I was getting on the phone that Jamie, you lost on a couple of stocks that Zadar mentioned. Do not buy or sell stocks because anybody tells you to. Make sure, even though John is doing great due diligence, you still want to research yourself and make your own decision. And plus, John doesn't necessarily always trade. I'll have to check and see how clear he's being on what he's saying. But a lot of times he swings or holds for a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months on a lot of his stocks. So if you were looking for a short-term rip, it may not have been meant for a short-term rip anyway. But you absolutely need to be making your own decisions. Like we're providing information, what we find in our research and our thoughts, but we can be wrong at any time. I mean, you guys see me, like we said, or like you guys said earlier, Groundhog's Day. You can see I'm wrong a lot. So you don't want to be like the point of what we're doing here, what we're building with this community and everything is not to give you guys picks for you to buy and sell. We want you to learn how to do your own due diligence, come up with your own strategies and your own trading styles that matches you, because everybody is different mentally and psychologically. So like John loves his OTC stocks and he makes some good money off of them, but there is going to be risk just like with any other investment, and you got to do your research. So like I said, don't buy or sell because you see us talking about a stock like kits.com, the sponsor video I just did. I do really like Kits. I like their idea. I know they do have competition, but they have a smooth site and they are growing their revenues year over year. So I do like that play, but that may not be a play that's going to make you rich anytime soon or anything. That's more of a long-term type of play. Like if Kits keeps up the momentum that they've got, then they're undervalued as hell because, I mean, $7. Let's see where it's at today. Yeah, so it's in the 670 area. So if you go and do your research on Kits, to me it's pretty undervalued. It's not getting very much volume, but it just came on the OTC markets in April, and nobody really knows about it that much. I mean, the consumers who are using Kits, because they do have quite a bit of users on their subscription basis for their contacts and stuff, which that model, subscription business models, always do really well. This could be, it may be a month, maybe a year or so before this company starts to gain traction. But they are not a penny stock either. That's the thing. Like OTC stocks are getting a bad rep, but if you use like the resources where like John talks about, like this site is all the information, or a lot of the information that you can find on here. But this right here, penny stock exempt. This stock is not a penny stock defined by the SEC rule, whatever that rule is. So even though it's on the OTC markets, it's not a penny stock. But people just don't know about them as far as on the investing side, because they did just hit the markets and they are a Canadian company. So I do think that has a lot of potential. I didn't put it out there because they paid me to put it out there. I put it out there because I do like that company. I do the research on the companies before I decide what company to put out. Like they usually give me a list to pick from, and I go through that list and find the one that I think actually has the most potential. Like I'm not trying to get you guys to buy anything. You make your own decisions. That's what you got to do. Look at this. ETC still running. But if if you are new to trading, the OTC market is going to be a little more sketchier. I mean, not kind of. It's a little more trickier because you got to use limit orders. You don't have a choice but to use limit orders. This thing's cracked too now. So you can't just buy and sell and get in and out. And like APLD, it'd be a little tricky for me to get out right now. I mean, I could get out. There's buyers at 192, but it's not that liquid of a company. So when you have companies that look like this and they're really checky and barcodey, you definitely don't want to day trade it. And more than likely, a lot of times the barcodes I don't like. John does trade some of those, but I just tend to stay away from those. And I generally tend to stay away from the OTC market altogether, but that doesn't mean that there's still not gems and good stocks, good companies that are in the OTC markets that you can invest in. You just got to do your own research and make your own decisions. That's the biggest thing. So let's see. Let me get through all these. Here you go with Daniel B and his book recommendations. Yeah, buy the books from the guys who sold people books. You know, they made millions of dollars and then they wrote books and sold them. I'm not having live phone conversations on the stream, especially when it comes to me having to give information, personal information and stuff. What is it I'm missing? Elvis? No, OTC is not just a buy and hold for 5 years. I mean, I just showed you earlier on this stock right here, RETC. You could have almost doubled your money in literally 2 minutes. This was a 2 minute candle, so you can day trade OTCs as well. I mean, it's very possible to make money. That's why I say you can make money so many different ways. Oh, ETC is going to the moon. So where'd my trading view go? There it is. Yeah, it's still ripping. I mean, at some point, there's going to be a pullback, but there's not really any analysis I can give you on it right now because this is the highest I think that it's ever been. Let me look at the daily chart and make sure. Yeah, so this is the highest that ETC has ever been. So, I would think about locking out some profits if it was me in this area. I don't know what price you got in, but you said you were up 20%. But this is a big spike. And I don't know how much longer it'll continue to rip straight up like that. So I would just be thinking about that. But like it's above, I mean there's nothing for me to really analyze cuz the last area was right here at this $50 area, so there's some support at $50, but we're at $140 something right now. I can analyze the smaller time frames like I did with that little triangle right there, and then it broke up out of that triangle. See, that could have been a good trade right there. That could have been a great day trade on ETC. As soon as I marked that triangle out and it broke up out of it, you could have bought this at 100 and sold it at 146 just now. That's why I'm digging the digging cryptos right now because the rips that you can get off cryptos sometimes are insane. But at the moment, see, it is getting pushed back. What you got to think of is, at what point are people going to start selling? If anybody was in down here at $35, what point are they going to start saying, I think I want to sell some of this? And if you're in at $35 on, say, like 1,000 Ethereum Classic, or just say 100 Ethereum Classic, you got 100 ETC at $36, at $35, and this is up $100 a token, and you got 100 of them. Well, 100 times 100, that's $10,000 that you would have just made in that little time frame. Of course, it would have cost you, $3,000 to invest, but am I doing my math right? Yeah, cost you $3,500 to invest with a $100,000 profit right through there over the last couple of days. And you can see, I've been charting out all these cryptos, doing these daily updates, and all of them are spiking, or have been spiking the past couple of days. And we're getting different ones spiking every day. CGLD, if it breaks over this downtrend, it could start moving up again. This is a very low supply crypto, so like a low float stock. And when it moves, it tends to get pretty nice moves. So it's consolidating in this triangle at the moment with a little bit of resistance ahead. But yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about ETC today on my daily crypto because it is ripping so hard. So make sure you check that video later because I will be doing an update on this. Let's go into a 5-minute time frame. So yes, right now there's nothing. You do have some support at 120 on the 5-minute. Maybe 125, but that rip that just happened was so massive that there's not really anything to say at the moment. Like I said, at some point those people are gonna start selling, and you're seeing that now. Even if somebody got in, like I said, at $100 trying to day trade this, they're gonna lock it in on $44 a share or $44 a coin. That's a big move. That's a big profit. Even if you had just bought one coin at $100, you would have made $40 on this in the last couple of hours. So, but right at this moment, there's not really anything I can say about it. It needs to consolidate now after this massive run, and so we need a few more. We need probably 20 minutes to see which way this is going to go as far as consolidation, if it's going to make a pattern or whatever it's going to do. It's hard to tell at the moment. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Elvis. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't reading the chat. I was just doing that analysis, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, don't get greedy. Like, ETC could keep on ripping, but if you just made $1,300 in 15 minutes, nobody makes that who works a 9 to 5. Nobody makes $1,300 in 15 minutes. So, so nice job. Nice job there, Elvis. Good job, buddy. But that's what I'm saying. If you the ones of you who are interested in getting into crypto, or you're already trading crypto, come join me on that channel too. Like I said, I do the daily updates every day. You can let me know if there's any coins you want me to cover. I cover about 8 right now. A couple of altcoins of interest, and I always look at the top gainer for the day in the crypto markets and do chart analysis on those. And then of course I do chart analysis every day on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kind of on Litecoin back and forth. Like I don't mention Litecoin every day, but I'll be mentioning it because I do. Litecoin is my biggest holdings. ADA. See, this is why I started the new channel for the crypto, because I knew if I started getting all my giving out all my crypto insights and stuff that I've been doing on this channel, and everybody would start asking for crypto on this channel. So let's yeah, there's plenty of people making 1.3 every 15 minutes, but they're not 9 to 5 workers. They're not W2 employees. Uh, but yeah, chicken reviews. Here, I'll post it again. Go to the crypto website. I will do a live stream crypto trading tonight. I'll record the crypto update for the day, and then I'll do the live stream trading after that update, and you guys can find me over there on that channel. But I'm trying to I knew when I started doing crypto stuff on this channel that it was going to start getting more attention than probably stocks at the moment, because crypto is so hot. So that's why I'm trying to keep the crypto separate, because not everybody here who's here for stocks wants to hear me talk about cryptos 24/7. And I can, because I love cryptos. It's another thing like gold and silver where I fell in love with the blockchain technology and just trading cryptos in general, because it's a lot of fun, and you don't have stock market manipulation. Like with stocks, you got hedge funds and everything else that screw with everything, and the cryptos are a lot easier to call, because it's just natural supply and demand. You don't have, like, there's natural supply and demand in the stock market too, but you've got manipulation out the ass that causes supply and demand to go wonky, and you get weird movements and things that happen. So to get started with that, you came to the right channel. uh, no, crypto, it's not manipulation. You can't manipulate cryptos. Can they be overhyped? Yeah. Can a lot of demand push the prices up? Yeah. But there's no, like, there's no hedge fund that's in Ethereum Classic right now. There's no hedge fund that's going to drop Ethereum on retail traders. Hedge funds have barely moved into this market, and all they've moved into is Bitcoin and Ethereum. These altcoins, these altcoins are straight supply and demand. It's just people buying and selling coins. That is it. There's no governments in there. Sure, there could be some people who are some whales who maybe could drop it on you, but this is global trading. A whale, somebody who might be a whale who has $1 million of Ethereum Classic, they might have dropped their Ethereum right here, but the whole rest of the world just saw Ethereum rip $40 fucking dollars in 15 minutes. So the whole rest of the globe right now just saw this dip and said, "Hey, I'm getting back in there. The demand is there." This is simple supply and demand. There's not manipulation like there is in the stock market. Not even close. You're getting way much more pure supply and demand with cryptos right now, especially altcoins, than you are with the stock market. There's no regulations. There's none of the garbage, none of the BS. Yeah, Elon tweet. I mean, sure, they're tweeting, and Elon tweeting can manipulate Dogecoin, but it doesn't matter if Elon if Elon tweeted or not. It didn't matter. Dogecoin already had a huge community and a huge following of people who's been hodling Dogecoin for years. So Elon tweeting it and getting more people to come in and buy it. These are more people who are going to join the Dogecoin community because these are projects. anybody, that's the difference. That's the biggest difference between cryptos and stocks. You buy into a stock and you maybe can go to a meeting or you can vote or something, but you're not going to be actually a part of the project or have any real governance in it. When with cryptos, these altcoins, the projects themselves, like I've been saying nonstop, is the value. And communities, the entry to access to the projects is all you have to do is simply buy the tokens. And when you buy the tokens, you get governance, you get to vote. The whole community decides where the project goes, not a CEO. This is decentralized currencies. These are decentralized projects. There's nobody in charge. It's a completely democratic process, and it's checked by the networks and the nodes that run around the whole entire globe nonstop, and it's also pretty secure. Now, newer projects are going to be sketchy. There's going to be security breaches. Not every crypto project is going to make it. But that does not mean that you cannot make money in cryptos. The type of manipulation that I'm talking about is not in cryptos. The stock market like Elon tweeting something. Elon tweets and says something about Tesla, and Tesla will go up too. You know, that's not anything that big of a deal. But when a whole bunch of hedge funds decide that they don't like Tesla anymore and they start dumping Tesla, that's going to dump the stock price of Tesla. Most of the globe does not trade the U.S. stock market. There is people, but other countries have their own stock exchanges. Tokyo has its Tokyo Stock Exchange. China has its own. Canada has its own. England has its own. So you're not getting as much volume and as much money into the stock markets as you are in the crypto world because it is global. That's the thing. That's the biggest difference. It's global. Weevil's okay. What are you trying to day trade? I need to do some actual deeper thinking about cryptos. No offense, One Life, and no offense, Daniel B, but Daniel B, you haven't done one bit of research on cryptos, so I don't really care to hear your opinion on cryptos. Until you do some research, your opinion is invalid because you don't know what you're talking about. One Life, you just started doing research, and I get there are concerns, and I am skeptical of some projects and tokens. But the main fact is, you guys are trying to overcomplicate cryptos too much. You're thinking about it like I'm saying that cryptos are going to all go to the moon. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is cryptos are not going anywhere. This is a new market that is thriving and only getting bigger and bigger as more people are starting to trade it because it is global. I'm not specifically talking about any tokens or coins or projects when I say this stuff, that crypto is not going anywhere and it's going to disrupt multiple sectors. The coins now may not be the ones that disrupt the sectors, but there will be projects that do disrupt sectors. Filecoin, for example, is great for organizing. It's going to change the whole way that businesses organize their information and keep up with it because you can have all the information on the blockchain. You can have it checked. It's secure. It's automatically checked by the nodes, all of that stuff. So that's going to help in a lot of things. And that's one example. And it may not be Filecoin that ends up being the main project that takes that niche and runs with it. It may be a different one. But the point is, they're not going anywhere. And it doesn't matter how you feel about them. The only thing that matters whether if you buy a crypto, when you buy it, is somebody going to buy it from you at a higher price? That's it. Like, you make it any more complicated than that, you're just doing too much. Like, it's pretty simple. That's investing and trading all together. Anything is simply you buying it to sell it at a higher price. You buy something because you think you're going to be able to sell it at a higher price. That is it. That is all trading is. That is all investing is. That is the simple basis of it. That's it. There's no other. I mean, you can throw in all the other nuances in it and overcomplicate it as much as you want. But in reality, the whole process of any type of trading or investing is just that. You're buying something to sell for later. And because you think somebody will buy it from you for more later. And in December, when I started buying cryptos, I noticed that they were pretty cheap and they'd been on some big runs before. So I figured, well, if I buy these, I have a good feeling and a good research that I've done and thinking that somebody's going to buy these from me later. And guess what? That process worked out great for me. Like I said, I'm in a process of purchasing another house because I took that concept and applied it to cryptos and made a whole bunch of extra money that I wasn't planning on making from cryptos, but decided to try it out. And now that's going into a house. That's going into a physical asset. So I don't know why you guys keep thinking that I'm overhyping or I'm caught up in the hype of cryptos and stuff. I'm not caught up in the hype of cryptos. I've been saying that they are overhyped. I don't know how many times I can repeat myself on this, but cryptos are overhyped. Yes. They can be manipulated by small tweets. Yes. But in reality, the manipulation is not enough to really bother anything. I mean, Turkey come out and said they were going to ban Bitcoin, and Bitcoin dropped for a day, and then it was right back up. That was a whole country that banned that coin, and it didn't matter at all. None. None at all. So, I mean, if you can't see the value that is there, then you haven't researched it. And that's why I know you haven't researched it, because your arguments don't make any sense. There you go. Sure, One Life. Sure, you're not wrong about the operations that happen, the pool operations and all that, but still, once again, one pool operation in Australia is not going to have enough money or enough pool to change the whole community of Dogecoin that is over the whole entire world. Maybe they can drop Dogecoin for a few minutes, but if the whole rest of the world is still buying Dogecoin, then it doesn't matter. They're just going to sell out of their Dogecoin, and then people will keep buying it. As long as people are buying it, it doesn't matter about these small manipulations that are in there. It's not the same as the stock market. It's not even close. Like I may have misphrased it by saying there is no manipulation, but I meant that there's no manipulation similar to the stock market. The manipulation is very minuscule right now. And there's too many altcoins as well. Like, you think there's pool operators on every single altcoin that's controlling the prices? It's global. I'm telling you guys. I mean, talk trash all you want, diss me, argue. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm making money off cryptos, so, I mean, you can sit here and talk all the trash you want. I don't really care. Yes, I do have a simple mind. You are correct. And my simple mind works exactly how I said. If I'm going to buy something, then somebody better be buying it from me later for a higher price. You make it any more complicated than that, then you're just overcomplicating it. You can be too smart for your own good. And even in the stock market, I see that a lot. People overcomplicating the stock market. But like I said, no matter what you're trading, I mean, same thing, APLD. I saw this when it came out with this press release that says we are now mining Ethereum and altcoins. And I was like, oh, cool. They're they're mining altcoins and Ethereum. Ethereum's going to break out soon because I've been following Ethereum's chart with my technical analysis. This was an easy swing. At no point have I almost sold up here in this $2 area, but I'm still holding because Ether had that huge breakout over the weekend. So as long as these Ether and altcoins continue to run, then this stupid little OTC stock will continue to run. I haven't done a bit of research on this damn OTC stock. Not at all. Not one bit. I just saw that one press release, and then I looked at Ethereum and the altcoin markets and was like, those are going to go up. Somebody's going to want to buy this stupid little penny stock from me later on at a higher price. And sure enough, look. That's simple. Very simple. But that's the thing. You don't have to overcomplicate trading. Just because you have an overcomplicated strategy does not make you smarter than anybody else. Your strategy may be good, and that's great. I'm happy for you. But that doesn't mean that you're smarter than somebody else because you have more lines and stuff on your charts. Like Daniel B., you should be agreeing with me on this. Trading pure price action charts is your whole shtick. And if you disagree with me on this, then you're just being ridiculous. All right. All right, guys. Oh, goodness. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. The two guys who've been anti-crypto and have not done any research for the last 4 or 5 months are now trying to preach to me about cryptos now. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. You're down $400 today, and you're saying I'm stressing over $20. When do I stress over $20? I'm like I lose. I mean, come on, and be serious. No, I don't. I don't feel threatened. I'm absolutely fine. I'm chilling. I'm a crypto advocate now. I have denounced my libertarianism and all things of the government, and now I am a cryptotarian. And I am going to advocate for cryptos because I actually think that it can change the world. It is a technology that can do that. I don't feel threatened at all. You're not threatening me with telling me I'm a fool and an idiot and all that stuff. You know, a kid the other day just became a millionaire in one day off of Dogecoin. So, are you smarter than that kid? Because, I mean, I don't know, but he's got more money than you do right now, and he just traded Dogecoin. So, well, if I'm a crypto victim, man, you've got a odd definition of cryptos for victimize, and like, if cryptos was a serial killer and I was the victim, it would be a very nice serial killer. It'd be sitting there making me muffins, nice warm blueberry muffins, pulling them out of the oven, turning on, some nice classic movie like Happy Gilmore for me and giving me a massage, and then like say, here you go, here's just some money. Oh, you've got some USD coin in your pocket. Well, here, let me give you 9% interest every year on that USD coin you got. Let me give you a back massage too while I'm here, And I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to kill you. You are my victim, but you're a victim of pure happiness. Be the worst horror movie ever. Get some proper education about finance. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be a victim in my happy place. Go to your happy place. Yeah, everyone does look like a genius. I'm not saying I'm a crypto expert. I've never said I'm a guru of anything or an expert of anything. I'm just telling you guys my perspective and my thoughts. And if you don't like it, sorry. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not going to change my mind on something that I've done hours and hours of research on just because you tell me that it's tulips. That's not going to happen. You telling me to do research when I am doing research when you are not doing research is funny as hell. It's like the most hypocritical thing ever. And I know exactly how the world works, Daniel B. I know exactly how it works. Wu-Tang said it the best. Cash rules everything around me. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Value rules everything. Hours and hours wasting time on YouTube. Daniel B. You are such a great expert of everything and all knowledge. I'm so glad you're around to make sure everybody stays in line and tries to stay exactly under your perspective and exactly how you think, because you exactly know what's going on. You've got it figured out, buddy. You are the economics expert. SSY at the moment we've got a big downtrend. It's not something I'd want to mess with, but it has found some support, but there's not much volume at all right now. On it, I would probably look at it maybe more of a swing, looking at the daily chart here. I'm gonna remove these lines because it is bullish. It is above all indicators, and actually is starting to pop a little bit. It's got room up to 370 right now, pretty easily. Let's see. $3 is really strong support. Maybe a decent swing, because it did. If it closes red today, the 2 days ago when it closed red, the next day it had a big spike. So if I was swinging it personally, I would like it down as close to $3 as I could get it. But at this point, you may not be able to get it there. There is some support right across 320 though. That may not be too bad. I don't think I would probably day trade this today just because of how light the volume is. But you could keep an eye on it because it is starting to get a little bit more volume than it had. Yeah, but One Life, that's one minuscule thing that you're talking about, the pool operators. Each coin and each token has its own tokenomics. There are incentives to people to buy it. So yes, what you're referring to, that is not just negative manipulation, that could be positive manipulation. It's it's not the same type of manipulation that I was talking about. That's what I was saying. Maybe I said the wrong. Maybe I phrased it wrong. And there is manipulations and things like that within the tokenomics, like StormX. StormX. If you hold StormX in your wallet, then you can get crypto back on all your purchases at all the stores. that StormX works with, and they work with a lot of stores. So you're incentivized to hold on to your StormX because you can constantly get crypto back for spending money. And every coin and token has different tokenomics and things that will incentivize people to push the prices higher and higher. Just looking at the 10-day, Jamie, on SSY. Like I said, it could be a possible swing. Let's see, that's a 10-minute. I'm not looking at the 10-day. Let's say I'll go to 5-day. I mean, you do have somewhat of a little trend line here. Pretty light sloping trend line. Not a lot of... That's better that it's not going sideways. You do kind of have this triangle possibly. It's not the best looking triangle, but yeah, I mean, it could be a swing. There you go, Elvis. I love it. Thank you, Elvis. Make money off them cryptos, baby, while they're sitting here talking all the trash about it. Just ignore all the nonsense and go make more money. $1,400 today for Elvis trading cryptos. All the while, Daniel B is down $400 in the stock market. Woo! I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. It is great to have this community. I love all you guys so much. And that's why I wanted to do this, so you guys and me and everybody, we can all learn together. And even though we do have some hard-headed people in here, it's good to get the different perspectives. But yeah, Jamie, I'm going to. All right, I'm done with cryptos. Daniel B, One Life, if you want to argue with me about cryptos, go to the other channel. This is the stock market channel. I want to keep it the stock market channel so that we are not getting off on these rants, because I do keep my crypto brain separated from my stock market brain. So when I'm trying to trade stocks and look at stocks, and then you guys got me talking about cryptos and stuff. But yeah, actually, I'm over on time. I got to get going. But like I said, we're going to start doing, I'll start covering the daily runners as far as small caps and mid caps and large caps, kind of keeping up with the patterns of ones that, the top gainer of the day, and then some other ones that I'm interested in. And then if you guys want me to cover any, you can just leave those in the comments. But I'll start doing those videos for the stocks. Like I said, I'll probably start that next week because we already are halfway through the week here. But this is not the Great Reset channel. But you can keep making fun of the whole Great Reset thing you want. I'm not even going to get off on that tangent. But yeah, from now on, if you want me to talk crypto, come join the other channel, the crypto channel. You can still be part of both channels. I'm going to be putting out content personally on both channels nonstop. Like I said, I've got the silver video ready to come out for this channel just about. I just got to hurry up and finish the last bit of editing. But yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm building here. Community doesn't have to be everybody like-minded and on the same page. Communities can be all together. You can have multiple smaller communities that make up one big community. So we have John is doing his OTC market community. Some people just like to trade OTC stocks, and some people don't, like you said, Jamie. So, you don't have to watch John's stuff, but I'll keep on putting out content for these large and mid cap stocks and small cap stocks that are not in the OTCs, but the NASDAQ and NYSE stocks, and I'll keep trading those and doing all that. And, at some point we'll get a personality who trades like super large cap stocks, like somebody who day trades Apple or something like that. Like, I am not trying to be the end all be all of the knowledge. I believe that multiple perspectives, multiple insights from multiple people is how new traders and experienced traders alike can build on their strategies and their perspectives. You don't need to take my perspective on things and run with that. Just take my perspective and think about it and add it what you like about what I say into your stuff, and what you don't like what I say, if it's something I say doesn't make sense to you, don't put it in your strategy or anything. So that's the thing. This is about community, but that's why. And I want you guys to give me feedback too. I appreciate the feedback. Jamie, you made the joke about the Groundhog Day. That was a good one, and I got that one. That jab landed. You landed that jab nice. I got that feedback. The feedback that Daniel B gives me, though, is just that type of feedback is kind of insane. If it was feedback where he is actually saying something, then I would be willing to listen to it. But Daniel B hasn't said anything but read a book for the past 6 months. So I'm I don't say that I'm right all the time. Am I right sometimes? Yeah, I am. Like the whole GameStop thing and the cryptos, I was right on that. I was accurate on that. Was I right today on this trend line on whatever that stock was? I took that $40 loss on earlier. No, I was wrong on that. I admitted that as soon as I got on the stream that was a mistake. I should have let that candle close. I can admit when I'm wrong. And to me, it's not even about right or wrong. The right or wrong are just perspectives. Bad and good are just perspectives. What's right for me may not be right for you. What's good for me may not be good for you. I've said it before. Candy to a child is the best thing in the world, but candy to a diabetic is death. So, everybody's different, and you got to keep that in mind. Everybody's going to have their own perspectives. And just because I think I'm right, sometimes I can be wrong. And I'll admit when I'm wrong. I have no problem doing that. But I'm definitely not going to sit here like Daniel B. and Bitcoin's up at 250,000. I'm still comparing it to flowers. But like I said, this is a community. This is I want this to be the biggest community on the globe for new traders, experienced traders, everybody to come to enjoy their time, talk to each other, give feedback. I learn from you guys probably more than you learn from me, honestly. So we just got to keep building, and we'll keep as the channels keep growing and getting bigger, we'll separate out everything into separate channels, like I'm doing with the cryptos now, because I started doing the cryptos on this channel, but I didn't want to. It started kind of diluting the stock market stuff, so I moved that over. I will release the silver content. I'm going to start on this channel, and then we'll go over to another channel too with precious metals. But I need a few more. I need a few more employees to help me handle that many multiple channels. So 2 I can handle for now, but the things are going to have to get a little bit bigger. Community's going to have to get a little bit bigger before we make any more channels. now, now one life is about done with the tulip. I mean, Dom Provencher just came back to the channel after being gone for a few months, so I don't know what your point is, Daniel B. He was gone for a little bit. He came back. Just because everybody doesn't watch every single day like you do, or some people don't like watching the live stream. Some people just like watching the content. Some people just want the lessons. Some people want to look at interesting stocks. You know, everybody's different. Just because you're here every day in the live stream being you doesn't mean that everybody else has to. That's the great thing about it. I want this company and this community to be the ultimate place for traders, investors to go with transparency, not the Motley Fool or any of these other nonsense pump and dump newsletters and fake gurus on YouTube, all of that, because I'm not trying to be the number one guru on YouTube. I am, like, the fact that I'm letting other people come and work on my channel that I build up and automatically start making money, that it took me 2 years to get to be able to even make ad revenue off of this channel should tell you something. Like, I'm not trying to be the god of the stock market or trying to be anything like that. I am just me. I am just a guy who likes to trade stocks, cryptos, and precious metals. And I'm always going to be that guy. But I am not some expert or master. Like I said, I want to learn with you guys just as much as you guys are learning with me. And we'll continue to go on our journey together as long as you guys are with me. And if you guys decide to leave the channel, it's no hard feelings. I understand. You know, because the channel is going to get bigger and things are going to get a little crazier. It's not going to stop from here. The community is going to keep growing. But my ultimate goal for this community is to be the most transparent info sharing of all investment types in the globe. That's what I want for this community. Like, I'm not looking to be some celebrity or any of that. I am looking to build a community to where all of us can go to and learn together and build together. Not a bunch of followers that are sheeps that buy and sell when I buy and sell. I don't want that. I want you guys to be your own individual thinkers. I want you to have your own perspectives, your own strategies, all of that. And I appreciate and everybody who sticks around and supports and everything. I appreciate you guys so much. I do. I really do. I appreciate you. Like, you guys are the reason why this is happening. It's not because of me. I mean, I've put work in on my side, but if it wasn't for you guys being in the comments and hitting the like buttons, and if you, that would help to build the communities faster if more of you were active in the comments and discussing, and in the community tab discussing and stuff like that. uh, every little bit helps. It helps to build. But I like I said, I appreciate everybody who supports, and I will continue to do giveaways and give back to the community however I can. Even if the community and the company turns into $1 billion business, we'll still be giving away giveaways. There's other things that can come along with this big community that I want to build that will be beneficial to all of us in the future. I mean, there's a lot of things that I have plans for, and the more the channel grows, the more the communities grow, the more access to be able to get to those things that I want to do, I will be able to do. But nice call out on SSY. It did get a nice little bounce there. It's kind of a random bounce. I don't know if you caught that on SSY. There's no volume, and then just all of a sudden just kind of getting some light buying volume. I mean, this is not even, these volume bars are not even $100,000 or 100,000 share volume bars. They're pretty light volume, but it could, if it keeps getting this nice little buy-in, it could actually, maybe start to break out a little bit. But good bounce there so far if you got that. That is something that is on the list. I would like the company to go public. I would like the company to either go public or be on a blockchain with a token system, so that you guys can invest into the company and the community, and I can give back. And help you, and you guys, if we can go public or do some type of blockchain tokenomics thing or something like that, to where I would absolutely pay dividends or pay out interest on those tokens for the company, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to become some big billionaire or something like that. Most of the money that I make, like 95% of the money that I make off of YouTube, goes back into the channel. So you want 1 million shares so you can dump it on retail traders? I'm not I'm not filthy rich either. I'm comfortable. I'm fine where I'm at, but I'm not filthy rich. Daniel B, I've already read Tulip Mania. That's why I continue to retort your crazy talks, and then you continue to tell me to read it, but I don't know how many times that I need to read it to understand that you don't know shit about cryptos. Like, that's pretty clear. Like, I'm very aware of Tulip Mania and all your other little stories. Dude, a meth-backed crypto? Woo! Boy, you'd have an army. If you had a meth-backed crypto, you'd have an army. You better take the world over if you had that. I used you and kicked you out, DB? I've not kicked you out yet. You're still here every day. You've said plenty of things that are worth kicking you out, but I haven't done it yet, so... Yeah, my dog, man, he's sleeping, man. It's rainy and cold outside, and he's not too excited right now. He's just chilling and sleeping. But all right, guys, I got to get going. I appreciate everybody joining me as always. And like I said, for you guys who are part of the stock community, Jamie, Daniel B, One Life, I know you guys don't like the OTCs. There is going to be content continually for you guys as well. And things are getting busy, so, I would appreciate as much patience as possible within the bounds, but I understand if you get too annoyed because the content is too spread out, or maybe we're posting too much content, because once I get 10 people like I want, there's going to be a lot of content coming out on this channel about stocks. So well, yeah. Well, if I could have had fun, if my funds would have been ready, I would have tried to make another trade. But for some reason, they're not settled yet. So, and also, I don't have a ton of stuff to do today, like I have been. Like I've been telling you guys, I've been in the process of trying to buy a piece of property, and that process has taken my time away from the channel. But now that I'm almost through that process, there will be 1 week where I'll be doing some moving around, so I'll be busy again. But I am back for the next couple of weeks, focused heavily on this channel to put out as much content as I can for you guys for stocks, and then the other channel with crypto. Like, we're going to keep going. Don't you guys worry. Don't you worry. We're going to keep it going. I want to be able to, and now I say I mean we, the whole entire community, but I want to be able to cover everything. Every type of investing there is. So, all right, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time, we'll be back tomorrow.